How's everybody doing? Super sorry about that. Was not expecting that to happen, but back Itty the Day, Commit Don't Quit, Jeff here. The Road Ahead Part 2. Literally. Third time in the last month, blue screen. So at some point today, I'm going to take off the important things, put it on a hard drive, and probably delete this and try to go fresh again with Windows 10. I don't know what else to do. I don't know if that's the fix or if it's the computer. I don't know, but we'll have to see. So I do apologize. I'm very sorry about that. I don't know what happened, but hopefully we'll see a couple of people back, but it may just be my wife, Joe. If you're here, thanks very much. I appreciate it. Dave, working here now. Good. Dave, what do you recommend? I'm a little concerned about this because I haven't had. I'm concerned. So what I'm going to do later today, after everything, I'm going to take all the YouTube stuff off, the photos. Those are the important things, and like some basic files that we need. Put them on a hard drive, and go from there. Because at this point, I'm gonna wipe the computer. It's got Windows 10 on, so it's fairly new. It's not old. I don't know how. I don't even know when we got the computer. I'm actually kind of curious. I can't think. I might have to look to see if there's a date. I think there's a way you can check the date when you got it. So I'll try to see if I can figure it out. But it's not that old, so I'm hoping maybe formatting is gonna help. What do you think? Would you like? That's what I'm doing anyways. I'm gonna format it, get rid of it. I'll look it up. I can't with Windows 10. I don't think I've formatted Windows 10. Maybe just once. So I'm not too sure. But I think getting rid of everything, putting it back on. Hopefully that it's gonna fix a lot of things. But we're gonna have to wait and see. Braden Sports and Outdoors. Hey, what's up? Nice to see you. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Sorry about all this. I had a little bit of technical difficulties. I had like a blue screen and I had to shut down and restart, and we're back up and running. So hopefully I don't run into the same problem again, but I think getting rid of a few things should help. What do you think, Dave? I'm not trying to rely on you, but I'm pretty sure you're pretty technical as well. Any technical issues I've ever had, if I usually format, unless there's something with the system itself, I usually figure getting rid of everything and starting from scratch should help it, but there's probably a lot of garbage on here. We have apps, and when I say garbage, I don't mean any YouTube, but we have every YouTube since I've started 6 months ago on here. It's a terabyte system in that, and I think I don't know, I think I've got like 400 or 500 gigs on here stuff, so I think maybe putting some of it on that hard drive might help. I don't know. Have a look at the Windows update first. Run the update troubleshooter a couple times. Okay. Yeah, usually like all the Windows updates are done. Like I'm pretty consistent on that, and it runs the updates in the background anyways whenever it just updates itself. But I'll take a look, because usually when I try to do any updates, there's none available just because the computer does them for us. But what do you think with blue screen? Anything I dealt with like years ago, like 98 XP, anything like that, Windows 2000, just a format would 99% of the time fix my issues and stuff. But I'm just a little worried. Stephanie Cardinal, if you're here, thank you very much. Move all the stuff off the main drive to a backup drive. Okay, yeah, because I think right now our biggest thing, my biggest fear always on this is we have all our family photos and the YouTube stuff. I mean, let's put it this way, YouTube, it's all on YouTube anyways. If it was to crash, well, I mean, I would just start fresh. But I mean, I would like to keep pretty much, and I have duplicates. I have like all the clips. That's my problem. I think that's probably what's bogging down. So for each video, you know, how you make clips and then you edit it all together. I have each video clip and then each edited video to put up to YouTube. So I have all that stored on this. So I probably need to wipe out all the clips, just keep the actual videos themselves, put those on, delete the other ones, and go from there and store those on the hard drive and keep our family photos. Because once I get that stuff and a few, like, you know, resumes and stuff like that, once that stuff's off here, I can just clear the system out. First thing my wife says, all my like music and stuff stored on here too. She's like, you need a hard drive for that. But I don't want to have to go buy like a new computer, like a hard, like a computer system, not the laptop and that, but just the. I don't want to buy the desktop computer and stuff like that over again. It's just an Acer, so it's not like a huge brand and stuff, but it's an Acer, and we've never had any issues with them. They've always been pretty decent. Dismiss, run the Windows Update troubleshoot. Sometimes updates fails, and this will fix any issues. This may stop you having to reformat, reinstall. Yeah, that's true. I'm just the only problem is I won't know it. So maybe an update, anyways. Dave would fix it. It'd take me a good 4 hours on that to do, and I can run 3 or 4 hours. The problem with this updating is reinstalling everything. That's the big thing. But yeah, I think she thinks it's all my music, but literally the music. I mean, I have quite a few gigs on it, but we'll figure that out. I won't maybe put the music on, I guess. Anyways, there's that. So that's been our Monday morning. I'm in a good mood. I was not expecting that this morning. I was not expecting that. But what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? Anyways, how's everybody's day doing? Pretty good. Everybody having a good one. I hope you're having a good day today. I hope you are. Let's see here. Let's see. Let me check a few things. Let's see. There we are. Go to update and security, select troubleshoot, and troubleshoot Windows Update from there. I've had issues a few times that has sorted it. Okay. Yeah, usually I don't mind Windows 10. Like I really haven't had any issues with it. But this blue screen stuff, I think you've been on here like the other 2 times that they went out, unfortunately. So this is the actual 3rd time in a month that it's done this, and I've never had blue screens do this many times. So I just wonder, is there too much stuff stored on here? And yeah, I guess it is what it is. But I really don't want to install all this stuff again because everything is there's way too much on here. But oh well, we'll figure that out. Today I may not make a 2 o'clock time slot today. If I'm doing this, I may not do that today. I don't know. Story Dory, good morning, Idiot of the Day, and everybody. How you doing, Story Dory? It's good to see you. I had a few issues about a few minutes ago. I had blue screen of death, and it shut me down, and took me a good 5-8 minutes or just under 10 to get a restart. And I was saying to Dave from Desmond's Donders, it's the 3rd time in a month now, so I may have to see about not think about it. I have to get the pictures and the YouTube stuff that I want to keep onto the hard drive. I've got a 2 terabyte no not 2. I've got a 5 terabyte Seagate hard drive. This doesn't even have like a couple hundred gigs on it. I think it's got 400 gigs of information on it, so there's next to nothing on that. And I think I got about 400 movies or so stored on there, and so I might have to make a folder up for photos and some music and stuff and store it there, because that's yeah, I think I might do that. See what happens. No, Story Dory, blue screen death. I haven't heard that phrase in a long time. I haven't either. It's just I did get the blue screen. It gives me like a fatal exception, error code, blah 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 blah, and it starts counting down 10%, 20, 30, 40, 100. Then it sits there. It doesn't actually restart. You have to reboot yourself. Eileen Fayu, the fam, I'm back. I'm so sorry about that, Eileen. I just had a blue screen, and the computer gave me a technical issue, so I had to restart it. So I guess it is what it is. I had to reboot it. So, but I'm hoping. Let's see if that helps. I'll talk to my wife, see what she has to say. But hopefully that helps. But my wife said, Dave, she says, get all your music and put it on a hard drive, and then that way, because I don't want to have to get every CD out every time I want to listen to. The funny thing is, we don't have a CD player or anything anymore. Literally, I listen to everything we listen to off the computer. I take the CDs and I just upload them to the computer here, put them in a folder, and a music folder, and there's hundreds and hundreds of CDs and stuff like that, and stuff that I've burnt over the years and stuff like that, and listened to that. But yeah, and I'm really not wanting to do that, because that's at least a week almost in itself, putting all that stuff back, because it takes forever to put that stuff back. It doesn't take 2 seconds. But anyways, how's everybody's day doing? What's everybody have planned for their day? Anything exciting? I see there's been a few people, I think they're a little concerned about it's today the 25th? I think today's the 25th, isn't it? Yeah. I see they've put new guidelines and everything in with YouTube, so I think a lot of people have been concerned. I've seen a few updates of people's videos and saying not to do this, not to do that. But Desmond Thunders, all my music photos, etc. on external drive, and I play them from there. Yeah, I maybe I need to buy like I want to see how big my music stuff is first, and if it's not that big, I could store it on that, but then I'd have to have that connected to this all the time. That's the only thing. I don't want to do that, but yeah, because I have one hooked up to I call it an entertainment unit. It's just our TV and stuff, and I've got like a Blu-ray and speakers and stuff like that hooked up. But it's all in the living room, and then you have to unhook it and bring it in here. And I don't want to put everything on the drive, but would you put, Dave, what do you think of that? If I put all my music on there, I think there's probably a good 40 or 50 gigs of music on there. I still would have a ton of space on the hard drive. Just means every time I want to listen to it, I have to bring the hard drive over here to... I guess I could do that. I guess I could definitely do that. Gemma's Journey Grace. Hi, Gemma. How are you? It's good to see you. Thanks very much for coming. Crew for Life. Hello, everybody. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you very much for coming. I know, you know what, I've probably been only really on for about 15 minutes now. I was on for a few minutes, and then it crashed out on me, so I had to start it again. But Crew for Life. Hey, Jeff. Hi, how are you? It's good to have you here. Thanks very much for coming. I appreciate it. I really do. I was just saying to Dave from Desmond Saunders, we were on there for a good about 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, and literally I got a blue screen and system crashed. Had to reboot everything, and it took me a good just under 10 minutes to get everything started back up again. Story Dory, unless one of the new rules is do not post silly videos with no production value whatsoever, I think I'm safe. Yeah, Story Dory, as far as I'm concerned, you know, I think as long as you're not doing stuff you're not supposed to, which they didn't want you to do in the first place, you should be okay. I've seen a few people posting videos about like contests and stuff. Now, I'm not going to talk about, because I don't know a thing about it. I've just seen that I think people are concerned about. I've never done a contest anyway, so it doesn't matter for me. But I think a lot of people are concerned don't do. Anyways, I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to be the one talking about, because I don't know anything about it. But I've seen a few talking about that and thumbnails. But I imagine as long as you're not putting like racy thumbnails and things you're not supposed to do and all that kind of stuff, that should be okay. But like I said, I don't know. Desmond Saunders says, if you're really strapped for space on your internal drive, you can pick up a 1 terabyte USB for next to nothing these days. Yeah, I think they have like 1-2 terabyte drives. I don't know. She's got one stored here, like a Seagate one. I don't know. It's probably upstairs somewhere. I don't know where it is, but my wife keeps her photos and stuff like that on there. So yeah, I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. She keeps like a Seagate hard drive and stuff like that. I think it's 1 or 2. I'm not 100%, but it's pretty good. She keeps all the photos and everything she wants herself on there. So, but I think that kind of stuff, you're right, because that's pretty important for us. Because like the picture of the kids nowadays, you don't. What is it? You don't really keep. We don't have pictures anymore. Everything is pretty much, you know, you take a picture on here, and that's our pictures and stuff like that. We don't even have a camera anymore. I think the last camera we had was 6 or 7, maybe 5, 6 years ago, and now everything's taken off the camera and just upload it to the computer. And then if we're gonna print pictures, which we don't very much, the odd picture here and there, go to Walmart or one of the stores, print them out, a few pictures, and that's it. We really should, because everything is literally stored on drives and that. So all the kids' stuff, everything we've done since they were born, is all on that. So it's good to have a copy, but if anything happened, then it's gone. So let's see here. Country Cycle Cam, hey buddy, how are you? It's good to see you. I was just explaining, this is my second one. I was on for about 5 minutes, the computer crashed, I got like the blue screen, and I was saying the Dave from Desmond's Donners, it's the third time it's happened in a month now, and you know, usually if you start seeing the blue screen, I'm hoping it's not something crashing out on me. I think, you know, we have all our photos, everything stored, even the YouTube stuff. I was saying to Desmond's Donners, Country Cycle Cam, you know, you make all the clips of your videos, and then after that you edit them all together and make one video and put it up on YouTube. Even on this, we have every clip that I've ever done in the last 6 months, and then the actual video. So I think I need to actually delete all the clips, just keep the videos, store them on an external hard drive, get that off the system here, because that's, we have about 400 or 500 gigs I think stored on this desktop computer right now, and I think it's a terabyte or something. So it stores a ton of it. It's not even half full, but I don't know if it's that or if it's just a build-up, just need a format or what. But I'm a little concerned, like I said to Desmond's Donners and that. So at some point today I'm gonna, like, I don't want to do that, but I think I'm gonna wipe it out and start from scratch in that. Desmond's Donners, they have not changed the guidelines, just clarified them and changed the way the community strikes work. At least that's what I thought. Exactly. That's exactly like I said. There's nothing that I haven't heard that's any different. The only thing I did hear since last night, it seems like everybody's talking about like these contests that people are doing. I'm not gonna say the names because I don't want to put somebody out there. But I've seen a few videos today that people are going, don't do contests. But like I said, I've never done them in the first place, and we never had the money to put a contest together anyway, so we just never did. But I mean, maybe that's something, maybe it's not, I don't know, but I think you're right. I think everything was pretty much probably already there. It's just some people may not be aware of things anyways. But I think honestly, as long as you're abiding by what they say, and as long as you're not cursing on here, you're not putting profanity, you're not talking about kids, you're not doing everything just a normal day life you probably shouldn't do anyways, I would think you should be okay, but who knows. Anyways, Michael Murphy, hi Jeff, how are you, buddy? Good. I was just saying, Michael, I came on here about 35 minutes ago or so, and after 5 minutes I got the blue screen, and then system crashed. We started back up. Took me a good 10 minutes to get back up, and I think I'm gonna have to wipe this thing out at some point today and get everything off I need and try from scratch. Country Cycle Cam, sounds like it's time to back up all your stuff and do a system reinstall. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Do you think that's going to fix the problem? I'm hoping that fixes it, because I don't want to buy another desktop computer. Literally, I think it's only like 5 years old, because it's Windows 10. So when was Windows 10 released? I don't even know now. But we got it just as Windows 10 came out, so I would imagine it's in the last 5 years. Country Cycle Cam, I have all my raw footage starting early 2018. I have about a terabyte of data stored. Okay, yeah, I think we have a 5 terabyte hard drive as it is, so I think if I take everything that's on here, I have every video clip and every video for that, like that, so each video has maybe 5 or 6 or 10 different clips. I've got all of that, so I need to take those clips, delete them, just keep the video and put them on the hard drive, because that's going to take a ton of storage too. Country Cycle Cam, think a 1 hour ride with 3 cameras rolling at 60 frames per second, 1080 each. Yeah, no, exactly. He wastes blue screen of death, I call it. Yeah, Michael, exactly. And like someone was saying, I hadn't even thought of or heard that term in years. You remember you used to get it years ago with everything, but like I said, anyways, we'll see what happens. Eileen, you can do contests, but you can't do them all the time because YouTube considers it spam and it's done all the time. Eileen. Okay, like I said, I just saw some people putting videos out talking about it, but I don't know much about them anyway, so they don't relate to our channel anyways, but I couldn't see why you couldn't, but like you said, that makes sense. Dismiss Honors, they did a Creator Insider video on it recently, and they were talking about extreme challenges and contests, which injure people being forbidden, but in real change. Oh, okay, understand. Like I said, I notice a lot of times when things get posted, people put things up, and it gets people all stirred up and stuff. But like I said, I know not much about it. I'm not too concerned myself, just because we're all the stuff that we're talking about. I've looked things up over the last few months, anyways, and you know, we can goof around and stuff, but I think everything's okay with most. I would imagine everything's fine, anyways. Gary Scandal, good morning, Jeff. Since the guidelines don't allow it, why don't they do a charity event? Oh gosh, Gary, how are you? It's nice to see you. Thanks very much for coming. I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna. I don't know really much about it. I just I'm not concerned about it, because I mean, I'll just keep going with what I'm doing anyways. And as long as I guess I'm not putting anything I'm not supposed to, or you know, I just watch what I'm doing and stuff like that. But I just imagine like everybody else in that. Evoice Mike, I get a lot of 1 and 2 terabyte hard drives. If you ever are in need, just let me know. Oh, Mike, yeah, Michael. No, I'm good, buddy. I'm good. Literally, what I want to do. I've got like 2 external hard drives. I got a Seagate and a Western Digital. I've got one that's full of movies. The other one, it's a 5 terabyte. It's got like I think it's got a couple hundred gigs of stuff on there. And it's got like hundreds of movies on there. So literally, I want to get the photos, like the photos of the kids and stuff. Just want to do that, and I'll probably put that stuff on today. And I think I should be okay, because I said to my wife, "Oh, the only thing I have are photos and the music." My wife's like, "You've got those on CD anyway, so it doesn't matter." And there she is right now. But yeah, no, Joe's here today. She wasn't feeling the best, so she wasn't feeling good pretty much since yesterday morning and stuff. We usually go live on Sunday nights, but she was under the weather. She says, "I'm not feeling good." I said, and she was laying on the couch last night, and so I thought, I'm not going to do this, come on here myself. And she says, "I'm not feeling good. Can you please just not do this tonight?" So I said, "Oh, yeah. And we'll do it next Sunday. And that, let's see here. Gary Scan, I love your channel. You get some good chats going. Did mom make you that burger yet? What? Did mom make you that burger yet? Are you talking to me, Gary? I must have missed it. There must be something. Oh no, Gary! No. I know what you're talking about with the jam. No. No one made that yet. No one made that yet. No one made that yet. Oh gosh. No. Is Joe? Yeah, Joe's still here. Good. Let's see. So how's everybody else's day doing? Pretty good. I probably won't maybe do a 2 o'clock stream today, because I might have to get a lot of this stuff off here and then wipe the computer out. I'll go to about 12 o'clock. It's about 20 to 12. So I'll do about 20 more minutes, and then I will I'll take the next. I don't think I'll do any more today, but I definitely won't be on at 2 o'clock today, because yeah, I have to wipe this stuff out, so get this started to scratch. I think cleaning it out should help a lot of stuff. It should probably just a lot of stuff stored up that we've downloaded and put on here, that just a lot of stuff like that. Gary, okay, I'll have to come up there and make it for you myself. Laugh out loud. Yeah, no, I imagine we'll try it this summer, Gary. It just we're just kind of busy on the weekend, that's all. But it's kind of funny. I stop and think. I'm not even sure what we did. What did we do, Joe, on the weekend? I can't remember. We had to go to the mall to pick a few things up, that some odds and ends that we were looking for, but I can't even remember what it was now. Couldn't have been too important. Then get some grocery shopping. Just, basic Saturday, getting a few things done for the family. That's about it. Let's see. go. Give me 2 seconds, okay? Not going anywhere, but I need some water today, okay? I need some water. So I'm going to talk to you still, but literally the fridge is there. I think everybody knows that. That's been here before. The fridge is here. I need a glass of water. So if you can give me about a minute, I'll get it water. Shopping Saturday, nothing yesterday. Yes, Joe, that's right. That's right. I think we had a windstorm here yesterday. Michael, did you get that storm too? Anybody in this kind of vicinity or in this part of the, like, Canada, the US, wherever, down in this end, pretty much, probably did get it. It's a little strong today too, but no water for you. Oh, thanks, Joe. Thanks. Anyways, I'm going to be 2 seconds. Get me some water. Okay, everybody? Just getting some water. I'll be a second. Sorry about this. Sorry. There we go. That's better. Country Cycle Cam, hi, Jojo Jeff. I'll have a drink with you. Oh gosh, if I could give you one, buddy, I would. I'm so dry. My wife, it was so cold in here yesterday because where we live, if it gets windy, the wind comes from, I don't know if it's the northwest, I guess it is. If it's coming from the northwest, it seems to go right through our place. Any other way, it's always warm as anything. But when it comes in like that, it just feels like it's so sharp and that. But so my wife turned up the heat a little bit, and it's so warm. I think we need to turn it down. Let's see, E-Waste Mike. We still have 40-mile-an-hour winds and snow with the wind -10 here. Yeah, I'm not sure what the wind is here, but you're right. I think last night at the worst part, Michael, they said it was between 110 and 120 kilometers an hour, which is, you're looking just over probably 65, 75 miles an hour. But that was yesterday, not today. But I don't really know what it's like today. But, oh yeah, I had to go drop my daughter off at her mom's, come home, and then I went to the grocery store to pick something up. When I went in and came out, I could not believe it's never been that windy before in my life. I thought everybody was joking, but they had a bang on when they were talking about it. Let's see, Gear Scandal says, we got the wind overnight, thought it was going to relocate my house. Oh yeah, so did we. My wife literally thought our front window, she said, it sounds like it's shaking so bad, it sounds like it's going to, I said, yeah, it sounds like some out of the Wizard of Oz, when Dorothy's house gets whipped up in the air. That's exactly what it sounded like last night. I've never heard anything like it. Mike says, I need to use the restroom. Where's your restroom? Too much water. Yeah, that's what I need. I need like a portable outhouse or something. Country Cycle Cam, I keep gallon jugs at my desk of water. Country Cycle Cam, I find I drink so much water now. I probably drink, I don't know how much this is. This is like fluid ounces. This is a mason jar. I think this is about 18 or 20. Is that right? Yeah, 4, 8, 12, 16. And so I don't know if that's like 20 or 22 now. Anyways, it's a ton of water. It's like the real big mason jar. I drink a bunch of these a day, probably about 6 or 8 of these a day. But I try not to drink pop, but I'm not gonna lie, I have some once in a while, and try not to drink juice. But I used to drink milk, but I usually have the milk and the cereal. That's about it. But try to drink as much of this. I mean, it's good for us. So, but Country Cycle Cam, I guess up to 60 miles per hour here too. It must have been everywhere. It must have just been down in this end of the country. It must have been absolutely everywhere. Anyways, Mike, we're at 60 miles per hour all day yesterday. It's crazy, hey? It's crazy. You know what, I thought they were joking when they talked about the wind. I thought, oh, well, I mean, we've seen wind, but I don't ever remember anything like this. Never. Nothing like this ever in a million years. Let's see. Is that filled with water? Shine. Yeah. Gary, Yeah, shine. Exactly. I polish about 6 or 8 of these day off. No, pure water. But I when I drink water, it's got to be cold. If it's not cold, throw it out. I can't drink water without it. WTF, Mike Albright. I just did a line of Girl Scout cookies I can officially smell sound. Oh, geez, Mike, how are you? It's nice to see you. Thanks very much for coming in. I appreciate it. What's it like out your way, Mike? Are you getting the wind too? I imagine everybody, from the sounds of it, everybody's getting it. But yeah, it's been strong the last 24 hours here. Just really strong. It seems to be whipping around everywhere. Yeah, Mike Joe's home today. Joe's home. She wasn't feeling the best since yesterday, so she decided, best to stay home today. It's windy and cold. Yeah, no, it's been miserable out there. Just miserable. Oh gosh. So how's everybody doing? Good. Oh, hey, Florida, Greg. Greg, how are you? No wind here. I bet it's beautiful down there. Is it? I bet it's beautiful. What's the weather in the 70s or 80s down there, Greg? Let's see. Yeah, I probably won't go on at 2 o'clock today. I'll probably just do this one and call it a day for this today, because the computer acting up. I want to get everything off, and once I get everything off, I'll wipe it out. I think Windows 10 should be easy to format. Like I said, I can't. I'll actually have to. I remember the good old days when you used to format your computer's 98 and XP. You just did format C and boom, off you went. You put your disks or whatever you did in at the time, and off you went. But I think it's pretty self-explanatory. But like I said, I haven't done it in years, so I might actually have to take a look at it. Mike, mid-70s for a high today. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh! If you can believe, gosh, I think in some of the states it got. I remember Mike saying it was like down to minus 60 or something a few weeks ago. His end of the woods in, I think, Minnesota got down to almost minus 70. I never heard of anything like that before in my life. But can you imagine having like plus 70 like that, Greg, down to minus 70 or minus 60? I can't even imagine in that. That's minus 50 is as cold as I don't even want to see minus 50, so that's enough for me. Gear scan out, Greg, no wind, but plenty of mosquitoes. Yikes. No mosquitoes just yet, but summer and fall. Gosh, yeah, we can't wait for spring. We were kind of hoping, I think Thursday or Friday last week. It was gorgeous, and then, you know what? We thought it was going to be a miserable weekend, but honestly, it turned out to be a not bad weekend, except yesterday. The wind was just garbage. Ewis Mike says to Mike Albright, I'm on the Girl Scout cookie trip as well, loving it. Oh gosh. Now I want cookies. Yeah, I don't. Oh, hey, wait a second. What do we have here? I think, Jill, I think we'll have to make these today. Remember Ethan had us get these a while ago, and for a month or so he was talking about. Then he forgot. Baked cookies, chocolate chip cookie dough stuff. Might have to make those with him today sometime. Yeah, literally haven't had homemade whatever cookie dough mix in the house in a long time. Gosh, sorry about that. I usually it's funny because my wife's usually the cook and stuff, but the one time my son wants me to make stuff is cookies, because he loves taking them and rolling them out and getting them all ready with me. He's like, yeah, he says, Dad makes the best cookies. My wife can probably make cookies 10 times over me in 2 seconds, but I think what it is he gets to do the stuff with me and he gets to have fun. That's all it is. But you're scanning on March 10th time change. Is it really? Is it? So it's only, what, 2-3 weeks away? Yikes. So the time changes in about 3 weeks, does it? I did not know that. Flora Greg, nobody coming down to watch spring training? Gosh, I would love to go down there right now, Greg. I would love to go down there. I'm sorry, I think I'm starting to come down with You know, and everybody in the house had it this weekend. Everybody had the cold, the flu coming on, so that's why we didn't go last night, because my wife wasn't feeling good. She's literally just lounging on the couch, taking it easy, and she's home today. She's just not feeling 100%, so I think it was good for her to stay home. She's been resting upstairs, which is good. But so yeah, I probably won't be on later today, but usually I'm not off like this much, but just maybe another do this and then finish it up for the day and get the computer wiped out. Mike Albright says, then dealers have my private number. Anyways, Mike, I'm going to be broke by week's end. Oh, gosh. Cookies, yes, Joe, cookies. I think Ethan has totally forgot about that cookie mix, because usually, remember, every night he was on, Dad, let's make these, let's make them. I'm like, okay, how about tomorrow? Yep. And then I think, we just kept passing the buck and he forgot about it. Anyways, Mike, if you make those, let me know. I'm only 2 hours away. Yeah, I'll send you some, curry or something, Michael. Yeah. No, we haven't had those in a long time. But our son, he loves them, and sometimes we'll make the small ones, but usually him and I make the big ones. And usually we'll make like 2 things of that, and then we got tons of cookies sitting around, and they don't usually last that long. They don't last long enough to throw them out, that's for sure. Usually either that night or by the next day they're gone. Mike says that, to Mike Albright, between them and Mickey, yes, you'll be broke, laugh a lot. Gary Scandal, Greg, do you have an extra room on my way? Yeah, exactly. Can you imagine? All of a sudden, Greg gets a knock. Hey, everybody's here. Oh my gosh, Desmond Saunders, yes, cookies. Oh my gosh, hashtag Cookie Monster. That's what you need. Florida Greg, Gary Scandal, if you don't mind the living room. Yeah. Oh gosh. How's everybody else doing? Good? Anybody have anything else exciting going on today? Don't really have a ton of stuff today. It's Monday, Sometimes you get those roaring Mondays, and sometimes you get just those Mondays after the weekend. And Gary says, to Greg, all I need is a couch on the front porch. Yes, Joe. To Dave, Desmond's daughter, so glad you got Desmond back. I imagine he is too, Joe. I know he was looking forward to getting out, so I imagine, once everything was able to go, he had everything. I bet he had everything packed already. Just give him the nod and he was gone. Give him the nod and he was gone. It's funny to have Joe here. She's just sitting upstairs. She's probably laying on the bed upstairs, sound asleep, or sitting with her laptop or whatever, one of these. Because I went up there an hour ago and she was sound asleep, so it's weird that she's not able to come down here and sit with me. But Mike says, well, let's go there. So what's the cookies go for? Mike, oh gosh. For Greg, couches inside, got nothing on the porch. Desmond Saunders saying, to you, Joe, starting to get things ready for blast off on Thursday. I imagine this is going to be a big donder, is it, Dave? Sorry, Greg, bring plenty of Molsons and Tim Hortons. Oh gosh, yeah, Molsons. Oh my gosh. What do we have? Molson's Canadian, and the 2 big ones here, Greg, are Molson's and Labatt's. Not so much on the Labatt's anymore. I think Labatt's seems to be out the windows for most Canadians, but Labatt's used to be the big one. Molson's and Labatt's and that, but I don't think Labatt's is anymore. Desmond's daughters, yes, we're gonna go within an hour of picking him up from the garage. Oh gosh. Let's see. Gear Scanner, well, guys, got a roll of bills and need to be paid. Have a great day. Yeah, you too, Gary. I'm not gonna stay on long today, anyways. Probably another 5 minutes, and that I'm having that Monday. Not the Monday blues, but the Monday where you come out and you think you're gonna spiel out of here and roll, but I'm having that Monday today where it's Monday. It just feels like Monday. It feels like, but yeah, no, I won't be on long, everybody. Desmond Saunders, Thursday until a week on Sunday. Okay. Oh gosh, you're gonna be gone a while then, Dave. That's awesome. That is good. That is awesome. That is good. Yeah, take care, Gary. Have a good one. Thanks very much for coming. I do appreciate it. Florida Greg says Monday trading day in the NHL. Today, is it? Is it? You know what, Greg? We usually watch hockey religiously around here, my wife and I. like I said, we a while ago, a few years ago, we canceled our cable, so we watch everything through an Android box called Kodi, I guess, or Android or Kodi or whatever you want to call it. And up till last year, we watched hockey almost every game. The box picked up everything, but this year they've done some damage to us. Not to us, but they've done something where you can pick up every sporting game except hockey. I don't know why. I mean, you could watch every football game, every basketball game. If you want to watch NASCAR, anything you want to watch, you can still pick it up here. You can pick up all the sports stations. But the one thing you can't pick up that it seems like they've scrambled on us is the hockey. And it's the only thing I'm interested in. I love hockey. If I could bend at the hockey arena, that's all we ever did when we were younger. But yeah, I can't pick up a game now if my life depended on it. WTF, Mike Albright, JoJo, me and you are in the same boat, couch and blankets. Oh, you're not feeling good, Mike? Yeah, we didn't go on live last night. Usually Sunday night we had the Jeff and JoJo show. It's a fun time when I get Joe to come on with me. But she was under the weather all day. Joe's not been feeling good. Our son was just literally got over not feeling well. And our daughter, she's home now. This morning, she called me this morning from her mom's, and she was up all night. She said, "Dad, I couldn't sleep. Can I stay home?" I said, "Yeah, no problem." So anyway, she's home. Everybody's technically home in that. I said to my wife last night I started feeling it in my throat, but it hasn't hit me 100%. Probably in the next day or two. But let's see here. Your average Jojo. Oh, we'll be getting some good videos of your travels. Yes, Joe. If Dave films them, which I'm sure he does, it should be a lot of fun. But to hear Joe, Desmond Saunders, Dave says the Scottish Pronunciation Challenge results come out Wednesday, so only 2 more days. Florida Greg, yep, today is the deadline, trade day. Who was it? I heard somebody trade from Predators. Someone from Predators is coming to Toronto. I read that this morning or last night. I can't remember now who. Let's see, Florida Greg, Canadian, and you're not watching hockey. I'm surprised they didn't evict you from your country, from the country. Oh, Greg, I would, but the like I said, the system we watch it on, I can't pick it up, and I'm not paying $100 to watch cable just for hockey. Desmond Saunders, not your average JoJo. Got an extra SD cards packed. The drone batteries are charged, and the whiskey is packed. Dave, that's the main thing. The last part. Oh gosh. Joe says to Mike Albright, "Oh gosh, Mike, it's terrible. I feel like I've been hit by a truck." Yeah, you've not been feeling the best, right, Joe? Mike Albright says, "Yes, Joe, a big truck." Yeah. And WTF, Mike Albright says, "I fed cows and came home." You know what? The weather's been so goofy around. I mean, it's been goofy everywhere. I mean, you know, they can say no climate change or what, but there's no way we're getting like the weather we're getting without something like that. There's no way. Yes, Jojo says, "Don't forget the whiskey." Hey, Hugh, how are you? It's nice to have you here. Thanks very much for coming. Asgard Studios. Howdy, Jeff. Just popped in to say hello and drop like. Thanks, Hugh. Yeah, I'm only going to stay on a few more minutes anyways. It's a shorter one than usual, Hugh. It's had a few technical glitches, so I think I'm going to have to wipe out the system today, get everything that we need off here on external hard drives, and go from there, because yeah, I don't want to... yeah, I think that's probably the big thing. I think I'm going to pretty much keep the music on and the photos and stuff like that and the videos on an external hard drive, because I think even with all that, if it's 5 terabytes and we're only at about 500 gigs now, even if we max it up to like a terabyte, we still have 3.5, 4 terabytes. That's still a ton of usage. Country Cam, yeah, I'm going to take off too soon, buddy. Country Cam, good to chat. Jeff, JoJo, Desmond, Mike, anybody else I miss? You too, buddy. You have a good one. Take care. Thanks again for coming. Not your average JoJo, yeah, I guess the cows need to eat. How many cows do you have, Mike? Not your average JoJo, take care. Cyclicam, yes. Mike Albright says almost 700 JoJo. Oh my gosh, Mike, you're busy, man. You must be going 24 hours a day almost with that. I remember my uncle, he was a pig farmer in that, and he had, I think, like about 1,000 or 1,100 pigs or something. They never went anywhere. They were always home. He had guys that worked with him, a few young guys, and they help out once in a blue moon when they needed to go somewhere. But we used to see our aunt once in a while, but him, you never saw him. He couldn't leave. He was busy all the time. But 700, Mike, you must be Must be like that for you some days, my friend. That's yikes. That'd be busy. Sorry, Greg. That Medieval Times looks like a fun place. Oh yeah, Greg, we had a blast. I spent yesterday afternoon for a few hours working on that, and I was able to get the video. I think with my wife's help a little bit, I finally am able to do the videos. I said to my wife, I said I think I can handle that now finally. But the audio, we took the audio that we had off some of the videos because there's some talking on some of the videos, and it sounds good. It would have been great if we could use it all, but the talking in the background, there's a lot of music, so we couldn't take one out and not the other, so we had to delete all the audio, and then we had to went to the YouTube library and found some music, and we tried it with a few, and we thought, oh, this sounds good, and then my wife said, get something cinematic, so they give you an option to check your choices, so we checked that, and then we found a few and tried them all, and then we found the one, I think we used 2 or something, and the 2 we used in the fighting stuff, it kind of sounded like it would fit. So anyways, my wife's the one that did that, because to me that's a little bit more difficult, putting that, like editing the music in like that. I said to Joe, I said, I might be able to do the video now, but the editing part for the music, I think she's going to be on that every time, because we can help pick it, but putting it together like that, I'm no good at. My wife is that's 100% Joe for sure. That's more than a few. Hey Joe, that's a whole country of cows. Oh gosh. Beef. Oh gosh, you're busy man. Then Mike, you're a busy man. Red Angus. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Maybe that's where we're getting our Angus burgers from. We're getting them from Mike's, Joe. Yes, Angus is absolutely. I imagine that's exactly it. Nice. Jojo, looks like we are all going to Mike's for steak. Oh gosh. Fleur Greg, it reminded me of the movie Cable Guy. Oh gosh, Cable Guy. Yes. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna watch that movie again. I totally forgot about that movie. I haven't seen that in years. It was our second time in the last 3 years or so. I think about 3 years ago we took the kids to Medieval Times, and they had a blast. And then Ethan's birthday is on New Year's Day, and since it's New Year's Day, you can't usually have a party with kids going on that day. So we asked him a little while ago, do you want to have a party or do you want to do something? He says, I'd rather do some. And then he said to us, Mom and Dad, could we go back to Medieval Times? We're like, okay, we'll look at it. So then Joe looked into it, and luckily we have air miles, and I've never used my air miles, and sometimes I guess if you don't use them, eventually you could maybe lose them or something. So I said to my wife, I said, we don't have a ton of them, but we had enough to get 4 tickets to go to Medieval Times. So I said, let's use them for that, because I mean, I'd hate to lose them, and but if we could use them for something like that, it was perfect. We were able to get tickets, so it literally cost us to drive down there. That's all it was. But we had a good time. The kids had a blast, and it was fun. I mean, made me feel like a kid again. It's pretty nice. They they serve you dinner and stuff, like it's a chicken dinner with all that kind of stuff, and soup and drinks and stuff like that. Anyways, it's fun. It's like, I think they have other kind of, not dinner theaters, but shows like that. I know Dolly Parton does one. I don't think it's called what it used to be, but years ago they used to call it Dixie Stampede. Somebody said they've changed the name up, I guess, but it used to be called that. And we went down to South Carolina and then in Missouri, and we had a blast. We had a great time. But it's the same kind of thing. They bring out a chicken dinner, and they don't bring you the utensils. You eat with your hands and stuff. But it's blasts, and our daughter, she's usually kind of picky when she eats and stuff, but she's right into it, which we're surprised she wants to go to it, and she had a blast too. So, and a lot of families. Now the first time we went, it was packed, but I think we went later in the day. We went like at 1 o'clock or something in the afternoon. So I think they have 3 shows, like one at 1 and one at 4:30, and then one at I think one at 1:30, 4:30, and 7:30, something like that. So they have, I think, 3 a day. But going at the 1:30, it was a lot quieter. I think there was about a quarter of the people or half the people there. It wasn't full at all. But the next one, it was just people lined up to go in. So, but yeah, we had a good time, and it was fun. Yeah, they went to Medieval Times. I thought so. You're more than welcome to, Jeff and JoJo. Oh gosh, Mike, don't tempt Joe, or she's gonna have us in in that car driving down. I'm just kidding. No, Mike, you must be a busy man, my friend. You must be a busy man. But yeah, gosh. Oh gosh. Let's see here, Mike. I'll vacuum seal some and send you your way. Oh gosh, that's funny. What was I gonna say? I'm sorry I wasn't the most lively guy today. I apologize. I think once the system crashed on me, I kind of thought, oh geez, how am I gonna get this thing fixed? I'm kind of hoping we get everything deleted off the system and start fresh, and hopefully I'd imagine the computers. I imagine that's probably all it needs. Rhythmic music and so good night. Hello, how are you? It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much, and I appreciate you for dropping in. Thank you very much. Not your average JoJo Lafayette. I'm not going down. Wait a second. Let me see. What? The heck? I thought Joe dropped the message off here. She wrote some, and then I was starting to read it, and then the next thing she retracted it. So I'm sorry, I'm not sure what she wrote. I'm sorry. Oh gosh, what happened, Joe? You wrote something, and Mike's laughing, but I missed it. As you can see, I started reading it, and it got deleted. I left. Here it must be what Joe was writing. Either that, or I just missed it. Sorry. Average Joe says, Lafayette, I'm not going down that way. It's too cold there. Oh, Joe. Yeah, no. Oh, gosh. Well, you know what? This was fun. I'm sorry that, like I said, I wasn't my lively self like usual. I think I'm starting to come down the same thing Joe must have or something. You know, when you start feeling sluggish, I don't feel myself today. I just feel kind of dragged out and stuff like that. It's got to be the weather, isn't it? You know, the ups and downs. One day, a couple days ago, we're in the, what is it, +4 or +5, which is what, 40 some degrees or just under 50 degrees here, or maybe not 50, but close to it. It was warm, and then, you know, it drops down again. I think it's got to be that, you know, the ups and downs for everybody, and the kids. You know, kids bring stuff home and stuff like that. It circulates through school, and then they bring stuff home. But let's see here. What's this? Sorry about this. Mike Galbraith says she was being funny, or seen that it could be misconstrued given who she's talking to. Mike. Oh gosh. I don't know, Mike. I don't know. Literally, you know, I'm down here in the kitchen, as you can see, and she's upstairs. Other than saying good morning to her, and I said I'll let the dog out. She says I'm not feeling good still. She called into work, and she's been pretty much sleeping off and on. And literally, I think she came on for this. She'll probably sleep in the afternoon, so I'll probably wipe out the system and try to get everything back up and running. So I might be a couple hours doing that, but I don't think I'll be back on it too today. I definitely don't think so today. What do you... Oh, Joe says, good old autocorrect changed one of my words. Okay, Joe. Okay. I didn't know what was going on, that's all. Oh, well. Anyways, you know what, everybody? It's about 10 after 12 here. I'm sorry I'm not sticking out a long time today. I figure maybe I'll need another 24 hours and I'll be back up and running, but I think that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to get a lot of things off this computer, put them on the hard drive, and that's what I'll try to do, because I think the system's either bogged up. Dave, very last question before I get off here. Do you think that's what the problem is? Do you think me wiping out the computer will fix out about 99% of the issues? And like I said, I'm not relying on you to give me all the answers. I'm not. But I always, anytime I ever had any issues, that's usually what it is. But I mean, it could be anything with the hard drive itself. It could be something in the computer. But I'm hoping that wiping it out completely will fix all or most of the issues. I'm hoping that will fix it. But well, I guess we'll just wait and see what happens. But it's not like it's going out every day. But I know that, you know, if I wait, it could just crash and everything we have on is gone. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to do it anyways and see what happens. Florida Greg says, thanks, Jeff, and all have a great day. Oh, yes, Jojo says, the PC has too much junk. Yes. Dave says, yes, that would probably fix the issue. Just a long road to do it. Yeah, it is. But what do you say if I put the music on the external hard drive, we have the movies on that should be sufficient. It just means if I want to listen to it, just bring it over, right? I would imagine just do that. E-Waste Mike, rolling out, buddy. I got a ton to do. Yeah, I know everybody does. I'm sorry I didn't mean to be a Debbie Downer or anything like that on here today. I just, that goofy blue screen, just kind of, it's giving me I'm hoping everything is going to be fixed by that. The update troubleshooter will probably do it too. Okay. Yeah, E-Waste Mike, WTF Mike Albright, and everyone else have a good one. Yeah, you too, E-Waste Mike, Average Jojo Michael, have a good one from WTF Mike. You can't make it any worse, Jeff. Sorry, Mike. I'm so sorry about that. I think I'm just I feel like I'm coming down with the flu too or something. I just don't quite feel myself today. Not at all. Okay, well, I'm not sure it is too much distance Saunders. I'm not sure it is too much data issue, just a Windows system issue. Okay. Do you think, Dave, if I put the music back on, I'd be okay with, you know what? Well, if I put the music on the hard drive and then put it back on the computer, what do you recommend, Dave? Do you think if I took all the music, put it on the hard drive, deleted everything, and then took the music, put it back on the computer, do you think I'd still be okay? Because we wouldn't have all the other stuff stored. I just don't want to keep the music on the hard drive and move it back and forth all the time. Let's see. WTF Mike, it wasn't a challenge, Desmond. Oh gosh. Okay, well. Oh, Joseph Grohl. Hey, Eddie of the Day. How are you, Joseph? It's good to see you. I'm just gonna head out, Joseph. I think I was on here a long time today. I was on here just about an hour and had a little bit of computer issues, so I'm probably gonna get off here and wipe the system out, Joseph. And I won't be on here at 2 o'clock for sure, just because I'll be probably busy at that time, reloading everything. Oh, Joe, come on now. Joe says, just delete the music. We don't need it. No, you don't need it. That's what it is. It's the only thing I enjoy, Joe. I don't have a lot of enjoyment in a lot of things anymore. So the one thing I like is my music. You know that, and I think that's why she said it. Hello, Mike, buddy. Joe says, Desmond Saunders, yes, move it back on. Okay. Doing good at the gym. Oh, that's good, Mike. See, Mike, look, I'm talking to you, Mike. That's good, Joseph. That's awesome that you're at the gym. I need to get doing something again myself. Mike Albright, get a radio subscription, Jeff. It's 2019 FFS. Mike, I have Sirius Radio, but the Sirius Radio that I have, it's for the car. That's the problem. If you want it for the computer, you can get it for the computer. The only problem is they charge an extra $50. They charge you $250 for Sirius Radio or something for the year, which isn't that bad. And then I have like a little the car, the SUV that we have didn't come with Sirius installed, so we have a little it's a little black thing. It's a little radio like for Sirius Radio, and then you hook it up to the car and you get Sirius Radio that way. But we had it in our last vehicle. Then a couple months ago, not a new vehicle, but we got a newer vehicle, so we haven't installed it in that. So we haven't been listening to Sirius in a few months. But I think the subscription goes in April. I've had that for about 4 or 5 years. I like it, but I would like to have it. Maybe that's what we should do. I don't know. Mike, I listen to so much music. If I turn all the stuff I listen to, Joe would tell you I've got thousands and thousands of CDs. Like, it's crazy. I've been listening to music for years, and when I was in, that's a long story. When I went to college, I was on the college radio, and that was a long story. But yeah, I love music. I don't have a lot of hobbies of it. Movies and music are, and I got older, and with the kids, I don't get out like I used to. So I need a hobby. It seems like. Our average Joe, it wouldn't matter even if the Sirius Radio is free. You did still have all the you did still have all the music. Yeah, well, Joe, I love music. I just, and you know what? I listen to Howard Stern. That's my favorite thing. It's what I actually got serious for. I know a lot of people don't like him, but I listened to him since I was in high school. In 1985, started listening to him, and I love it. WTF Mike Albright says, I have Slacker Radio. I can search any song in the world. It's $8 a month. Is it really? Slacker Radio. Is that, Mike, is that what it's called? Slacker Radio? Maybe I'll take a look at that. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna write that down because, like I said, I got serious, but we're not really listening to it. Slacker Radio. I wonder if you can get that here. I mean, if it's just like a download site or something, you pay for the subscription. I can't see why you can't, but I'm gonna take a look at it for sure. Dave says you cannot have enough music. I think you know that, Dave. I love that same kind of music you do, buddy. Mike Albright says, plus build my own playlist that they store. Okay, that's cool. So that's like, I think Amazon something. A lot of them have that. So that's awesome. I'm going to take a look at it only. I'm going to look at it. I'm waiting until spring to reinstall the radio. Yeah, I know, Joe. I know. Dark Heart, hello, how are you? It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much. Dark Heart says, I just got new games, Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Unfortunately, I don't even know what that is. I've heard of it, but I'm saying awesome, and I don't even know what it is, but that's awesome. Just Girl, love music, miss the old school. 106.9 WCCC, Howard was on. Oh my gosh. You know what, Joseph, I listened to, do you remember when he was on, K-Rock? When Howard Stern was on K-Rock in New York, and that K-Rock, they even had a K-Rock out of Detroit, and I think Ted Nugent had something to do with K-Rock for a bit, but yeah, I like K-Rock. I remember Howard being on that. I remember him being in D.C. when I first started listening to him. Joe says, but the Slacker radio is probably internet-based. I would imagine it must be, Joe. Imagine. Kinder Joy, hello everybody. Hi, how are you? Yes, it is Slacker radio. Okay, yeah, I'll take a look at it. I will look at it for sure. Oh, gosh. Okay, on that note, you know what? I'm going to get out of here, everybody. It was great to have everybody here. I've been saying that for, about 25 minutes now? Oh, gosh. Yeah, I know it was kind of fun, but Mike says it's on mobile platform, too. Okay. Yeah, no, I literally got the Sirius, but I like it. Like, I used to listen to Eddie Trunk on Sirius, Keith Roth, because Keith Roth and Eddie Trunk listen to all the like 80s heavy metal that I listen to and stuff like that, and all the metal music, or I guess some of them are called hair bands and stuff, but all that stuff, that's what I grew up on. And then was there Classic Rewind that let you listen to a lot of that 80s stuff like Journey and stuff like that, and Zeppelin and all that. And actually, what was I going to say? Yeah, I love that stuff. I really do. And I can't even remember what was on those channels now. But yeah, I miss it because in the car I've been listening to I hooked this up, like listen to all the music on here. Hook it up Bluetooth and listen to it through the radio, which isn't bad, but then after a while you'd like some newer stuff. I like music like Dream Theater and who was that other one that I oh gosh, can't think. Oh gosh, there was one on the weekend that I was listening to. Oh, I can't remember. Laugh out loud. You just don't want to leave us. Exactly, Joseph. That's the thing. Once I get talking, I go through that. I went through that lull earlier on where it's like I don't know what I'm supposed to be saying. That's my problem. Today I was having that kind of Monday. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't even know what I'm going to be talking about today. Desmond Saunders. That's it. We were here for hours. Jeff just has started on music. That's the thing, Dave. If you get me started, I could talk about Dream Theater. I could talk about all that, like Rush. That's my favorite band. I don't care about anything else. If I could just listen to Rush, that's, when we started playing guitar years ago, that's where we got technical and started getting into that progressive stuff. And I remember my buddies and I, we'd sit in the basement and we'd play for like 4 to 5 hours at a time. We'd sit there, and their stuff is so darn technical. It's like, you know, once you start learning reading music and starting all the different scales and stuff, and then you get into their stuff, and it's like it's like this on one side, and then you get to their stuff, and it's like that all over the place. Yeah, Joe says the problem arises that it's likely uses cell data. Data here sucks, too expensive. It probably, if we use the, what's it called, Joe, the what do you call it, the web base, it would not be so bad. But yeah, data here, Mike, is horrible. What is it, Joe? We're through Virgin Mobile. There's tons of other ones, but our data plan, we have 2 gigabytes a month of data, and I mean, everybody knows, you know, data. If you go on YouTube a few times, you could be through 2 gigs in no time. We use it pretty much sporadically, like if we're out, if Joe's like looking for something, we're on our way to the mall, or we're on our way somewhere and she needs directions, or she needs to find something, she looks it up, and you know, it needs a phone number, and needs to order something, that's when she uses our data. But you know, it seems like before you know it, 2 gigs is gone. And then Joe's bad for this. She will turn her data on, and she'll get doing her stuff, and then shuts it down. But she always forgets to turn her data off. So then, you know, our house is like we have the Wi-Fi in the house, and anywhere you go, a lot of days you can get Wi-Fi anyways, but not in the car you can't. But anyways, she'll always forget to turn her data off about a quarter of the way through the month, and then all of a sudden she's like, oh my gosh, for the last like 4 or 5 hours I've been using my data. I said, what? And she says, I'm almost maxed out on my data. Almost every month it seems like that. Oh, here it is. Mike Albright's putting in the Slacker home. Okay, I'll take a look at that, Mike. I will take a look at that. Like I said, I don't know a lot of ones. You see the odd ones here and there, but I need to find something, because I like listening to them. And nowadays, a lot of the stuff you used to listen to it seems to be gone. There's one radio station out of Detroit called The Riff. I've been listening to that for about 35 years now. And The Riff, that's an awesome radio station. I haven't heard a lot better than The Riff. There's a few, they're all over the place. I mean, you can go anywhere in the States, that's one thing. The States has the most amazing radio channels. You have a few good ones here, but in the States they're way different. They play some of the styles that I still love, and which here you get your top 40 and what the young kids like, and you know, no disrespect, but they're kids, you know. I guess like us, you know, we liked what we did and our parents didn't, but that's not the kind of stuff I want to listen to. So yeah, I like listening to rock myself. My wife likes country, and which is funny. I never liked country a day in my life, but a few years ago we went to like a country who called Trackside here, and who they have, Joe? They had Randy Houser, they had Florida Georgia Line, that Kane Brown guy, and like I said, I don't know much about country music, but I enjoyed myself. I had the best time. We went for the weekend. We spent the 2 days there and had a blast. And like I said, I'm not a country fan, but my wife likes it, and had a good time. And I even have some country CDs, which I always used to say the 2 styles of music I never liked were country and western, but I actually don't mind them. And you know what? I do not mind them. And I love, if you want to hear good music, which is fantastic, it's not country, but we saw him years ago. We went to see this guy. I'm sure you know who John Fogerty is of CCR. We saw John Fogerty, and this young guy that opened up, this guy named Lucas Nelson. And if you ever get a chance to listen to Lucas Nelson, he's got a band called Lucas Nelson and the Promise of the Real. Lucas Nelson is Willie Nelson's son. And man, Lucas Nelson is the best thing I've heard in the last 20 years for music. My favorite musician of the last 20 years, hands down. If you get to listen to him, sounds just like Willie's voice meets kind of rock music and that. It's fantastic. Oh yes, I still haven't, Dave. Go and Google some Focus. I still haven't. I have not. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard of the Dead Kennedys, Joseph, in years. My gosh, Dead Kennedys. Oh my gosh. WTF, Mike, Allura, I'll put you on my plan, $10 unlimited Verizon. Will it work in Canada? No, it won't, unfortunately. You know, it's funny, Mike, years ago, about, what was it, 18 years ago, I worked for Verizon. I worked for Verizon for about 7 or 8 years, about 8 years almost. I started on their their tech support. Then I worked on their help desk. I worked for their internet company and stuff like that. I worked based out in New York and stuff like here, but worked for their yeah. Yeah, Verizon. God. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, Verizon doesn't work here in Canada. Mickey XO, hello again. How are you? It's nice to see you, Mickey. Welcome. You know, how long ago was it, everybody? About 10 minutes ago, I said it was going to go, but it looks like I haven't. I'm hungry. Oh my gosh, Mickey, I'm starving too. We had somebody in here talking. I think Gary Scanlon was in here earlier talking about burgers and stuff, and Mike Albright was talking about how he has 700 cows, and then we got talking about steaks and burgers. I think I'm getting starving too. About to go get lunch. Well, it was great to have you here. You have a great lunch, Mickey. Have a good lunch. Hello again, friend Desmond Donners, Mickey. Hey, young lady. Let's see here. The Mickey quiz. Ready for the Mickey quiz? Oh gosh. Yes, Dave says, Mickey, Jeff has been saying goodbye for the past 30 minutes. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't get off here, hey? I know, that's funny. I see. Oh gosh, I like some country. Yeah, Joseph, like I said, I never did before, but you know, my wife kind of turned my, and I can stand some of it. I like Keith Urban. I mean, I think some of the newer country I like, but I don't mind it all. I don't mind it all. Yep, Joe says he brought up, somebody brought up music and game was over. You know it. Gosh. Let's see here. Yeah, laugh out loud, Joey. Exactly. I think everybody knows the minute you talk about music, you can't talk to me about a lot of things, but if you talk to me about music, that's it. I'm off on a tirade. I get talking, and I'm probably talking to myself. Probably nobody's listening, but that's all it takes is just bring up one band or bring up something about music, and I'm off. Joe says, "Hey, well, Mickey, go to Mike's. He has steak and cookies." Yeah, we were talking about cookies earlier, Mickey, as well. We were saying, maybe tonight's. Everybody seems to be home here, Joe. Not Joe. Everybody, Mickey, seems to be home. Joe's off sick today. She's not feeling the best. I think I'm starting to come down with the flu a little bit. Starting to feel like that. That's why we didn't go live last night. We just were not feeling 100%. So let's see here. Let's see. Joe Squirrel, loved the song Dog Bite by Dead Kennedys. My gosh. You remember Jello? What was his name? Jello Biafra or Jello Biafra? What was his name? Dead Kennedys, Jello Biafra. I can't say it, Joseph, but I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. Yes, exactly. Oh, gosh. Mickey says, okay, I'm going to head across the street to see what I can find. Talk to you later. Take care, Mickey. Mickey, I won't be on later, too. I've got to reinstall my operating system. I got to wipe it out. Had a few technical difficulties, so I won't be on later, Mickey, just because of it. I started getting blue screens on my computer today. It's about the third time in a month, so I think it's time to get all their photos, everything off the computer and reinstall everything. So it could be a few hours, so if I am on, it won't be till later tonight, but I don't plan to be right now because I think it's going to be when I install it, usually takes me 4 or 5 hours to get Windows reinstalled, and then all our programs reinstalled. So I'm going to be a bit reinstalling all this stuff. Oh yeah, I'd like to, Mickey, but I can't stream today probably anymore, just because I've had too many technical difficulties, and once I get this shut down, I'm literally going to start to take things and put them on the external hard drives, just because we've got all our kids' photos and stuff when they were little, and I want to make sure they're all off here, so before I wipe the computer off. But I like to come on, but I don't think I probably will be back on, unfortunately. Oh, Mickey, I'll do a test stream. Yeah, it might be like at 8 o'clock tonight or something, or 7 o'clock tonight, I don't know. But I'd like to, but I may not today. And also, I'm not feeling 100% myself, Mickey. I'm feeling a little under the weather. Everybody was kind of under the weather here on the weekend. I think it's finally hit me finally, so I may not. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'd like to be back on, Mickey, for sure, but like I said, I don't know if I will, unfortunately. Toby Keith, yeah, I don't mind Toby Keith too. What's the one about the red Solo Cup, right? That's him, yeah. It's Red Solo Cup, I'm pretty sure it is. Joe says, right, Joseph, may as well just stay on until 2 at this point. Well, it seems like it, right? I stayed on an extra half hour. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Mickey, Joe's home, but I don't know if she's feeling better. I haven't seen her in a couple hours. I've been down here for a bit. Yes, Desmond's Donners. So when are you streaming 24/7, Jeff? Oh, like, jeez. Yeah, I definitely not right now, Dave. Definitely not right now. I don't think the computer could take it. I don't think I could take it. I feel like, it's funny. We didn't do one last night, and I thought, I need to come on here and do two a day today for sure. I was going to do one at 11, and then do another one at 2 o'clock. But I don't think the 2 o'clock one is going to happen. I think I really need to wipe this out. I'll talk to my wife first. I don't know. I can't guarantee anything, but right now I don't think 2 o'clock for sure. Hope Jojo feels better, and you too. Oh, thanks, Joseph. Yeah, no, I think we should be fine. I just, that drag down feeling when you start feeling tired and you start to feel sleepy. That's all it is. I just, it's going around. I mean, everybody's probably getting it, stuff like that. That's all it is. I think even Mike Albright said he wasn't feeling the best today. He was out, and then he had to come home. He wasn't up to par either today. So, but on that note, it's 12:30. I've been on almost an hour and a half. I probably, that's enough for everybody that needs to or didn't want to see me, I'm sure, today. But like I said, I don't think if it was later today, it'd just be sporadic. But right now, I don't plan on doing anything more for today. It'll be just tomorrow, probably at 2 o'clock, or, well, if I get everything up and running, I probably will do 2 tomorrow again, probably 1 in the morning and then 1 in the afternoon. I think this will be it for me for the day. I think I'm done for the day, everybody. But I've had a good time. Thanks for coming on. Everybody, I really appreciate you coming on and listening to my goofy voice today. Thanks again, everybody. Everybody have a good afternoon and good night, and I'll be back tomorrow sometime. Like I said, I don't think there'll be a 2 o'clock one today. I think this is it for the day, everybody. Thanks again, everybody. I really appreciate it, okay? And have yourself a good afternoon and good night. Thanks again, everybody. Much appreciated. Take care, Jeff and Joe. See you next time. Thanks again, Dave. Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you for all coming, okay? Have a good one. Bye-bye.